Summary of the news. Tax fraud is at an all-time high against the background of austerity in the country. The government targets top offenders by making the necessary funds and manpower available to the police authority. Cigarette smuggling is on the increase again. Fuel laundering in border areas remains an ongoing problem. Drug dealing and racketeering are causing new concerns for the government. The Garda Commissioner draws up plans to prioritise the battle against domestic tax violations, and the Department of Justice has asked CAB to step up its campaign in the fight against the country's crime rates. And that's the news.
My name is Detective Inspector Jack Sullivan, head of the newly formed CAB Unit 28, based in Dublin. Now, you might ask, what is CAB? And what is the calibre of the staff here behind me? Well, CAB is a multi-agency unit which draws together law enforcement officers, tax and social protection officials, and specialist legal officers linked with financial and forensic analysts. Criminal acts get out of hand when the law puts its head in the sand. So now we say, to be racketeer, we'll bring you down. That's why we're here. We'll start at the top and target each one and never give up until we are done. Let's make it clear, resources are vast, the net has been thrown, the die has been cast. If you decide that cooperation draws ridicule from your peers, then let the judge hear your cry for freedom, threaten him if he interferes. But then, of course, show some remorse. You might only get 20 years. There'll be no bail, there's no way out. Straight off to jail, no shadow of doubt. The Bureau hunts and stalks its prey. The laws of crime have had their day. Evading tax on personal gain will guarantee the end of your reign. Laundering fuel and laundering cash, your criminal ring, we're gonna smash. I'll cut a deal if I feel you're willing to make amends for your deeds. But that, in return, will demand submission of where you have stashed your proceeds. Fail to comply, turn a blind eye. The court then will judge how you plead. We set up the team.
We are the team.
So crime doesn't pay.
Crime doesn't pay.
We'll sniff out the scum.
Sniff out the scum
and put them away. Purchases made.
Purchases made.
On ill-gotten gains.
Ill-gotten gains.
Will disappear.
Bye-bye.
Nothing remains. So to conclude, everyone falls because we will grab you all by the balls. Look at your watch. Time's running out. Beware of the cab, cause we've got the clout. We'll take you out. Right. You're all very welcome to be part of the newly formed CAB Unit 28. My name is Detective Inspector Jack Sullivan, and I have been tasked with heading up this group on the instruction of the Department of Justice. Now, it's no secret that we have ever-increasing problems with crime nationwide. But that being said, we have been very successful in the past year catching and prosecuting an amazing number of offenders. However, the criminals in custody are way down the food chain of their relative gangs. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Right then. To this end, Unit 28 has been tasked with investigating the crime bosses with regard to the methodology of the laundering of their ill-gotten gains. Remembering that Al Capone was not incarcerated for the heinous crimes he committed, he was caught for
Tax fraud evasion.
Good. We're all on the same page. Now, the immediate target for Unit 28 is none other than Mr. Dougie Burke, a.k.a. Mr. B, who runs Club Enigma in Temple Bar. Now, the Guardian Special Branch have investigated Mr. B for the past 8 years with no success. His criminal record to date is 12 charges.
No convictions.
Yeah, no convictions. So you can see, Mr. Dougie Burke is a very slippery and devious customer. I would like to introduce Detective Rob Whelan from our Specialist Diagnostic IT unit. Rob will be taking lead in this investigation, and you will be his support team in our pursuit of Mr. B. Now, I would like you all to take away and study the case file data provided, report back here tomorrow morning with any suggestions you might have, so that we can proceed with a coordinated plan of action for Unit 28. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to your inputs. Right. Well, Rob, what do you think of your new team?
Yeah, I'm impressed with their interest and appetite for the investigation at hand. Your idea of an early morning breakfast certainly helped break the ice.
Rob, are you comfortable going on the cover in this operation?
I look forward to the task of taking down Mr. B.
Right then. Mr. B's Club Enigma have a resident cabaret group at the weekends.
Yes, and according to this, they're very good.
Well, as you can see from the report, the lead singer and Miss Susan Treacy actually works for Mr. B as his PA and bookkeeper.
Nice one. I think I could handle her.
I don't want you to handle Susan Treacy, Rob. I want you to investigate Mr. B through Susan Treacy. Understood?
Don't worry, Jack. Business is business when it comes to fighting crime.
Right. As the briefing says, there's an open mic night for charity every other Monday where the group search for new talent. And I believe that's your window of opportunity to infiltrate the group. Get to know Susan Treacy. Here's your business card.
Rob Gordon, entertainment consultant. Impressive.
Has to be. Mr. B is no fool, and he has connections. Now, come here. The technical department have done up a website for Rob Gordon detailing your biog, your career to date and all that.
So if they run a background check, they'll think I'm legit.
Exactly.
Just one thing, boss. You forgot to mention the fact that I'm a brilliant singer.
Rob, you can sell a song, but there's not a single red chair would turn around for you, son.
Rob was once told he could be Ireland's Michael Bublé. Susan Treacy, Club Enigma. Whoa. You just haven't met me yet.
Welcome to the cabaret, we're overjoyed to entertain you one and all tonight. The theme we're gonna sing about is one you might avoid, how romance doesn't always turn out right. Let me tell you about the facts of life as I see them now. Pursuit of love has certainly declined. Boys have lost the art of speech because they don't know how. It's really only only one thing on their mind. They want your number. They want to text you or leave a message on a social site. They want your number and then abbreviate some garbled words because they think that's alright. I need something more to pick up the signs. With all these silly messages I can't read between the lines. So talk to me, show me your appeal. Just open your mouth and tell me how you feel. Let's hear from the boys.
Punching, nails clicking, happy kind of guy. Watch every football match now that I've got Sky. Play snooker with the guys in a drunken state of glee. I really don't see what's not to like about me. I really don't see, I really don't see, I really don't see what's not to like about me. I really don't see, I really don't see, I really don't see what's not to like about me. I want girls, but I don't have the time to play the waiting game, cause now I'm in my prime. I tell them only one night stands, so why don't they agree? I really don't see what's not to like about me. I really don't see, I really don't see, I really don't see what's not to like about me. I really don't see, I really don't see, I really don't see what's not to like about me.
Nobody understands us. Nobody seems to care. With the lack of attention, we stay in and wash our hair. It takes hours to put on makeup, trying to look our very best. So why is it boys only notice you when you're wearing a low-cut dress? Because they're boys, and that's the reason why there's nothing much of there between the ears. They're boys, they're spookers and they lie. They'll drive you mad till you end up in tears. Why do they moan when they're on their own and tell you that they want to see you, then they say they want to be alone? Because they're boys. They've got your number, but there's no way that they're brave enough to ever make that call. You're just a number. Now you're a Facebook friend of someone that you've never seen at all. I need something more. I need a real man, not someone who gives nothing back and takes just what he can. So hey, Mr. Unknown, why don't you make yourself be known to me?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Miss Susan Treacy and the Dots. And I think we're going to hear an awful lot more from that amazing group of entertainers.
Hi, that was terrific. I'm Rob
Thanks very much.
Nice not talking to you too.
When we opened on the West End, it was champagne and caviar all night. Half a sixpence with Tommy Steele, and I played Chitterlow.
Bragging again, Nigel.
Don't mind him, Nigel. Decco's only jealous because he was never in EastEnders.
Oh, the West End, Brittany. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be in the Commitments or Kinky Boots.
Hey, Brittany, I'd even fancy you in kinky boots.
Mamma mia, massive.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to star in the West End.
Well, persevere, dear girl, and there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Really?
But remember, girls, it takes more than talent. You need dedication and passion to pursue your dream.
The
Sorry for interrupting you. I just wanted to say well done.
You can interrupt me anytime you like.
Me too.
I thought you were fantastic.
Aye, so did we. Didn't we, Simon?
Yeah, right.
Decco's very modest.
Here, let me get you a drink.
Malibu on the rocks.
Mine's the point.
I'm a Hop House 13 man myself.
I'll have a brandy neat, thank you.
So, have you been doing this for long? Or?
For over half a century, dear boy.
Nigel here's a real pro.
Well, I can see that. But so are all of you. How did you get together?
Well, it all started with a talent contest in Ryan's.
Yeah, that's our local pub.
Susan won the competition, and afterwards we had a bit of a sing-song.
Yeah, we all sort of clicked and then we started meeting up for sessions in the pub.
That's where we met Nigel.
They were inexperienced, but I saw they had potential.
And he's been licking us into shape ever since. It was actually Nigel that suggested our residency here at Club Enigma.
So you're the head honcho?
No, more of an artistic advisor. Susan organises everything, rehearsals, venues and all that. She's very good with figures. She works for Mr. Burke.
Who's Mr. Burke?
The owner, that's him over there with Susan.
I'm Rob Gordon.
Nigel Dudley Smith. Very pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Pull up a pew and join us.
Oh, thank you. This is a real honour. Do you mind if I take a few selfies with the group?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that.
And I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brittany.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm Deco and he's Simon.
Deco, Simon, amazing vocals.
Oh, do you sing yourself?
Just a bit. I've never really had the nerve to perform in public, you know.
You never know until you try. Embrace the butterflies, as Larry used to say to me.
Larry Mullen.
No, Larry Gogan's stupid.
Sir Lawrence Olivier, actually.
Oh, wow. Must be wonderful to know so many famous people.
You should come along to our next open mic night. It's a laugh. And we could do with some more male talent.
Is that so?
Definitely. Right, Amanda?
Absolutely.
Oh, do come along, dear boy. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, we're always trying out new material. You could audition.
Oh, I think I'd rather listen for the moment. So it's open mic on Monday?
Not every Monday. Susan texts us. Sometimes she has to work Monday evenings.
Oh, really? Do you all have day jobs?
Yeah, we work mornings here for Mr. Burke.
Yeah, and then we do the lunchtime shift in the carvery. It pays the bills.
We're not afraid of work either, Simon and me.
Deco and I look after the stock on the premises.
What do you do, Rob?
My background is in information technology.
Woo! We look forward to seeing you on open mic night, don't we, Mandy?
Positively.
Hey, Susan, Rob here's going to come along to our next open mic night. Here, Rob, give me your number.
You're better joining the WhatsApp group. Susan sends a text.
We're always glad of new support. I'll add your number. Rob, is it?
Rob Gordon. The lads were saying you do the open mic for charity.
There's more to life than money. If it's money you're after, I'd look elsewhere.
No, I'm not. I was just curious. I have a full-time job.
And what do you do?
I'm in IT.
Right, Rob. I'll text you then and let you know when the next open mic is on.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Rob. Jack, I think I'm in.
That was quick.
It's all about style. I'm invited to their next open mic night.
I'm impressed. But take it slowly. So, who seems to be involved?
Susan Treacy seems to be the organiser at Club Enigma. The intel was correct. She is Mr. B's PA and bookkeeper. Oh, and the fantastic lead singer with the group, Susan and the Dots.
Okay, but don't get carried away, okay? Concentrate on the investigation at hand.
I'm not interested in Susan.
First name terms already, yeah? Right, did anybody question your credentials?
No one suspects a thing, Jack. You know me, the old charm offensive. Sorry, Jack, I have to go.
Right, lads. I've a consignment of goods coming in at 7 a.m. and I need you lads available to unload it from the warehouse, okay?
Jeez, 7 a.m.? 7 a.m. it is, Mr. Burke.
I should hope so. Haven't I looked after you up to now?
7 a.m. it is, Mr. Burke.
Good.
At least it's cash in the hand.
Here, Deco. Did you hear what Brittany said about us needing new talent?
She was only saying that to wind us up.
I don't know, man. I think this Rob guy could really cramp your style a bit.
Yours too. Amanda agreed with her.
Oh, well, you think I care? I was formerly known as the stud at Wes. I like to play the field.
Me too.
In your dreams.
I'm serious. I could get any girl that I want, but I am saving myself for the right one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Your last date was a right one. Hey, Deco!
What's up?
What you gonna do when you see some girl that you wanna ask out, but you haven't got the nerve? Hey, Deco!
What's up?
What you gonna do when she says to you, I'm the kind of girl you don't deserve?
I can make a date with anybody that I want. I can make a date with anybody that I want.
Hey, Deco!
What's up?
Do you wanna put your theory to the test and make a little bit about what you profess? Hey, Deco!
What's up?
How's about a game where you try your luck, then you turn chicken and go cluck cluck?
I can make a date with anybody that I want. When it comes to dating, Deco's got the flirty
The
plant.
flirty flaunt.
The flirty plant.
The flirty flaunt.
The flirty plant.
I'll bet you 20 quid that you can score with anyone at all.
And I'll bet you 20 more that you just made a very bad call.
Hey, Deco!
What's up?
When the next girl comes walking by, we'll find out if you're brave or shy. Hey, Deco!
What's up?
Why can't you admit when it comes to chicks, you're just not a lucky guy?
I can make a date with anybody that I want. I can make a date with anybody that I want.
Yo, check it out. It's Amanda.
No bother.
Yo, check it out. It's Amanda.
No bother.
Oh, hey, Simon. What's the crack? Why have you got that silly grin?
All right, Deco, off you go. Brace yourself. Take it on the chin.
How are you? I was just wondering if you'd like to,
Oh, Jesus, Deco, will you spit it out? It's not as if you're gonna ask me out.
Well, that's a funny thing, you see, because I want you to go on a date with me.
A date with you?
A date with me.
A date with you?
A date with me.
Are you all right in the head? Because you're really not making sense. The answer is no. Now I have to go. Your request is so past tense.
Of all the girls you had to choose, when Amanda walked in, you were bound to lose. Everyone knows she fancies me, so you were barking up the wrong tree.
On second thoughts, I tell you what, I feel a change would do me good. I think that you're the kind of guy who sometimes is misunderstood. Say Monday night right here.
Monday night, right here.
Now don't forget, we have a date.
I won't forget and I won't be late. Hey, Simon!
What's up?
Amanda's had a change of heart. I won the bet and I just can't wait. Hey, Simon!
What's up?
I don't take credit and I don't take checks, but cash will do nicely for the day. I can make a date with anybody that I want.
The next bet I make you, I won't be so nonchalant.
This Monday, Club Enigma open mic, 8 p.m. Susan. How should I word this? Try the old charm approach. Thanks, Susan. Message received. Wild horses wouldn't stop me. Rob. Should do it.
I can't believe Deco asked you out and brought you here to Club Enigma on open mic night. Bloody cheapskate.
Why? Are you jealous?
No way, he is all yours.
No, don't leave me on my own, please. Stay. I don't want to be left with Deco.
Are you afraid you mightn't be able to control yourself?
Don't be daft. Sure, when he went out with him to wind Simon up, he thinks he's God's gift.
You fancy him.
I do not.
You do so. You're going out with Deco to make Simon jealous.
Well, a girl doesn't want to be taken for granted.
Do you know what, Amanda? You're dead right.
On the other hand, Brittany, look who's just arrived. It's Rob! The new talent on the block.
And I'm stuck here with yous on a cheap night at Club Enigma.
How is that cheap? The prices here are astronomical.
Amanda, the lads have an arrangement with Mr. Burke. They don't pay for the drinks.
Oh, well, good to know. So it'll be doubles all the way tonight then. Woohoo!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Club Enigma's Charity Open Mic Night, facilitated by your friend and mine, Mr. Dougie Burke. Don't be shy, put your name on my list, which will get you to stardom. Oh, which reminds me of the time I made my debut in Singing in the Rain in Drury Lane.
Not again, Nigel, move it along!
Excellent. Well, as you know, here at Club Enigma, we're always keen to discover new talent. So, let's see. Oh, first up, we have a newcomer. Please give a warm Club Enigma welcome to Mr. Rob Whelan.
Little Bob was 10 years old, but he had ambitious goals. He imagined all the pretty things that life would throw his way. Discontented with his lot, he wanted more, but he didn't realize what lay in store. Happiness was not defined by all the wishes he had in mind, and the girls he thought were wonderful turned out to be a bore. When the doorbell rang one day, he stood and stared. The answer to his make-believe was standing there. Emer, how had he never once seen her? The grass far away wasn't greener. The girl that he dreamt of lived next door. He was crazy, chasing each rainbow in search of gold, when the answer was under his nose. Romance had always been just like a tap dance, too loud and too busy with no chance of keeping his feet firmly on the ground. But this beauty had little Bob upon his toes, for the answer was under his nose.
Come on, let's hear it for Mr. Rob Whelan. Rob Whelan, everybody. Now we're going to take a little break while we wait for the next performer.
Well, how about that for a surprise?
Nice one, Rob. Things are looking up, Amanda.
Things are looking up indeed.
Oh, I thought you had a date with Deco.
One date doesn't mean I have to wear blinkers.
Yeah, she's a free agent.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, well done, man.
Not bad, me eye. It was bleeding rapid.
Well, it wouldn't go that far now, but it was fun.
But it's not our opinion that counts, though.
Oh, that's right. It's Susan and Nigel that decide who's in.
If she has any cop on, she'll jump on you. I mean, at you. Oh, that was absolutely amazing, wasn't it, Susan?
It was great. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Mr. Burke's just obliged. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's a great gig for newcomers.
Oh, Mr. Burke is great. He lets us take over the place for our charity nights.
I'm sure it suits him too. It must be great for business.
Yeah, we usually get a good crowd. The club does well with the bar, and then the charity collect the cover charge.
By the way, I love your material. Do you write all your own songs?
Thanks. Yeah, I write most of our stuff.
Did you ever consider going professional as a singer-songwriter?
Very funny.
Oh, look, Susan, I'm serious. You have it all. The looks, the talent, and you write your own material.
Rob, I'm flattered, but what about the rest of the group?
Oh, well, they could be part of your backing vocals and dancers. And let's face it, you're the one in the group with the real potential.
Are you coming on to me?
No. I just think I might be able to help your career.
And how would you do that?
Well, you know my background is in IT.
So you said.
Well, before I started my own business a couple of months ago, I used to work as a consultant with Aiken Promotions. And before that, I was with MCD.
Okay, I'm impressed. But how would that help Susan and the Dots?
Look, I have the information know-how and the business contacts.
I like what you're saying, but I've other things to consider. I've a busy job here at Club Enigma.
Hear me out at least. Meet me for a coffee sometime. Or lunch. On me.
Coffee's fine.
Tomorrow.
Sorry. Tuesday's chock-a-block.
Wednesday then.
You're very pushy, Rob.
I have to be. I see myself as a promoter in the future.
All right. Wednesday it is. There's a cafe around the corner from the club.
I'm available from 1 to 3 p.m.
Just like that?
Well, I have a talented potential client in the area.
Rob Gordon, entertainment consultant. Should I be impressed?
Wait till Wednesday and see.
I will.
It's a date!
It's a quick meeting over coffee.
Of course. The date can come later.
You're pretty sure of yourself.
I'm an optimist.
I'm not.
So what are you?
A realist. And a cynic when it comes to men.
I enjoy a challenge.
I'll make a note of it. Wednesday lunchtime, meet Rob.
That is one talented and smart woman. Hey, Susan. This is one contest I won't be losing. My mojo is running, I'm cruising. And I'll win you over, just wait and see. You've got spirit, and I like the way that you're cool and resist my charms. This is the test of my skills, a fight I'll enjoy.
Roberto.
Jack, good news. Susan Treacy bought my story as a consultant and I've a meeting with her on Wednesday. They'll probably do a background check on me before then.
Look, Rob, I've checked it out myself, yeah? Your biog and website information, they're watertight, but you still have to watch your back. Mr. B is a very dangerous criminal.
Don't worry about me, Jack. I'm all over this case.
Let's party,
Get on the
let's
floor.
boogie,
That's what it's
let's
for.
get into the groove and trip the light.
We'll dance all
Let's
night.
rock it,
Just shake your
let's
head
roll it,
and let it
let's
play.
side shake to the left and to the right. We're bumping,
I want to
we're grinding,
go with the
the
flow.
bass is thumping right up through my bones.
You're not
My
alone.
heartbeat
Kick out the
is
jam.
racing,
Don't give a
my
damn.
body's hypnotized, I'm in the zone. Everybody in the house, party tonight. Everybody in the house, party tonight. Get up on your feet, just pump it up and let your body sway. Listen to the beat, come on and let the dance floor anthems play. DJ, go crazy,
Your heart and
go mental,
will lose
go
control.
round and round until you near pass out.
Just scream and shout.
Outrageous,
Your sense of
contagious,
you can't
that's
conceive.
what this club of loving's all about. Everybody in the house, party tonight. Everybody in the house, party tonight.
Right, good.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be brought here on our day,
I only bring my dates to classy places.
especially when it doesn't cost you anything.
I don't remember asking you.
Or him. We work here too, remember?
Yeah, well, you can leave me and me date alone.
Woo,
might be careful there, Amanda. Deco wants y'all to himself.
Oh, who cares? Look, why don't we just enjoy the night that's in it? Who wants a drink?
It's okay, I have you nagging.
We'll have a large vodka and Red Bull.
Deco looks annoyed.
Who cares? Sure, it's not like we're an item.
Oh, yeah? So where does that leave me?
You're on good to watch with Simon.
I hope he doesn't start talking rugby.
Actually, I think it's sexy. All that talk about loose malls and scrums.
You're joking.
And hookers.
No way!
Oh, I'm serious. And all those muscular bodies and close encounters.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Oh, quiet. Ross O'Carroll Simon's coming back.
Yeah, with the Summerhill rhymes.
Brittany, they'll hear you.
One double vodka, one Red Bull.
And ditto.
Oh, thanks, Deco.
Some flashy day you are.
Take it easy, girls. The price of drink here is astronomical.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely. That reminds me we'll have the same again. Double vodkas.
So are we hitting the floor or what?
Sure, why not?
Will we join them?
I'm willing if you're able.
You kidding me? Eat your heart out. I'm strictly for dancing.
Hey, Amanda? Oh, that is absolutely awesome.
You think that's good? Wait till you see me. Dirty dancing.
All right, lads, cool it down. Come on, take it easy.
Cool it down. No way, Freddy. We're born in teams up. Check with Mr. Burke. He's cool with us enjoying ourselves.
Mr. Burke doesn't like messy customers. Gives the place a bad name.
Relax, AV and Max. We're just hotting things up a bit.
Yeah, we're just hotting things up.
Yeah, well, maybe this will cool you down. Come on, you get off here.
What are you doing?
Get out. Come on.
Everybody in the house, party tonight. Everybody in the house, party tonight. Everybody in the house, party tonight. Everybody in the house, party tonight.
What you think, Amanda? You ready to go home?
No way, sure, the night is still young.
Yeah, me neither. It's still in me nagging.
Me too.
Tell you what, though, throw me a smoke and we'll go out and get some air.
Oh, good idea, Brittany.
Let go of me! Don't didn't do anything!
My T-shirt! You're gonna bleed pennies.
Oh, God. I'm dead. I'm kidding me. I'm dead.
Well, if it isn't Dumb and Dumber.
Eliminated in the first round?
Oh, shocking what you find in the gutters these days.
We showed them, didn't we, Simon?
We sure did.
Yeah. Once I used my Conor McGregor moves, Freddy caved in.
Then I got Max in the headlock and
And Max submitted straight away. So how come yous end up on the grounds?
We're discussing the slow action replay.
Oh, you look like proper regents.
Ah, come on, girls, don't be like that.
Like what?
all judgmental.
You're the ones that's mental.
Someday you turned out to be.
Ah, don't be upset. I'll walk you home, do I?
You win in your backside.
You're not capable of walking yourself home.
And you're just as bad.
Hey, come on. Oh, right this way.
Not impressed, lads.
We were only messing.
Just trying to impress Brittany and Amanda.
Max and Freddie here say that you caused an unnecessary disturbance in the club tonight. Is that right?
No, Mr. Burke, yes. Mr. Burke.
And you, Simon?
Who maybe got a bit carried away.
And if it happens again, you'll both be carried away. Permanently. I'm glad we understand each other, lads. Now, I have another consignment I need you guys to collect from a warehouse on the Nace Road in the morning. Max will give you the details and you pick up the van. Questions?
What time?
6 a.m. And don't be late. And another thing. I believe I owe you lads for last week's deliveries.
That went well.
Hi, Rob. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, hi.
Got delayed.
No problem. I had a few emails to catch up on.
Busy scouting for more talent.
Took the liberty, ordered for you to save time.
A bit presumptuous, seeing as you don't know me.
A latte and a scone. The waitress said it was your usual.
Am I so boringly predictable?
Hint taken.
Rob, the scone is fine. Thank you.
But you're a bit annoyed I got it right.
I never said that.
That's okay. I like to be in charge too.
I bet you do.
So, Susan, have you ever considered your own website?
A website?
It's essential when promoting anyone in the music business to let the public at large know that you exist. But it makes sense. When starting out in this business, you have to have a business plan of action.
Such as?
Number one, let's talk image. First, you need to decide on an image that best represents Susan and the Dots. Then you need to book a photo shoot plus a professional stylist who will develop the right look for the group.
I'm listening.
We then upload 1 or 2 original songs onto YouTube.
Rob, slow down. We couldn't afford the cost of all this.
Let me worry about the cost. I can call in a few favours for the initial promotional costs.
And why would Rob Gordon do all this?
Look, Susan, I really like you and your group. And I think that with the proper placement and handling, I think you could be successful in the music business.
I'm not sure we're ready for what you're proposing. We're a small-time group trying to find its feet.
No, Susan, you're a hot musical property that needs to realise its potential.
I thought we were doing all right.
Yeah, you're doing brilliantly. A club enigma. But you need to broaden your horizons.
And you believe we're ready for these horizons, as you call them?
Look, in this business, you have to think big. And with your original material, you're halfway there. Then add in social media exposure, Facebook, Spotify. Soon, you'll be twittering your way to Whelan's and the Olympia and Vicar Street and ultimately to a recording contract. It's all about promoting our product.
Our product?
Susan, I'm willing to invest my money and expertise into making Susan and the Dots successful. I don't expect any payback until you've achieved that goal.
Why are you so keen to help? You barely know us.
Let's just say I'd like to get to know you better.
Really?
Yeah, really.
No set agenda on the first luncheon date, but on each topic they closely relate. Nods of agreement and mutual smiles, subconsciously analyzing each other's style. The game has begun and the rules are being played. Beware of the flirtation walls. Each of them evil with their outermost skin, and so the tentative courtship begins. Classical training was never pursued, and fancy footwork has always been rather crude. Yet with both feet clearly floating in air, they're dancing the flirtation waltz.
So, you'll think about my offer?
Maybe.
I won't give up, you know. Once I set out to do something,
Wild horses wouldn't stop you, I know.
Ah, you got my text.
A bit gung-ho, I thought.
Oh, well, I am gung-ho.
Well, I'm not. I like to take things slowly.
Fair enough.
But when I decide to do a thing, there's no going back.
I see.
Once my mind's made up, that's it.
Wild horses wouldn't make you change this? or-
Nothing. Or nobody. Call me stubborn if you like.
Or decisive?
Yeah, that's it. Decisive.
So, you've discussed it with Nigel and the group?
All in good time. I won't be rushed.
And I won't give up.
Maintaining balance is a difficult thing. How much to the table should each person bring? He's on a mission and she seems content, and each could pretend this was a business event. But one thing's for sure, they did not circumvent games of endearment and schmaltz.
All right, Rob, I'll bring your proposal to the group over the weekend, and if you're about for another open mic, I'll see you Monday.
Wild horses wouldn't stop me.
Thank you for the coffee.
My pleasure.
The flirtation waltz.
Welcome back to Unit 28. You were just in time for our weekly update. Okay, let's be having your reports on Mr. B, please.
Surveillance increased at 5 cross-border roads known to be used by the diesel launderers.
Any success yet?
2 tankers tracked last Monday at 2 a.m. to 2 fuel stations in the Monaghan and Cavan area. Samples from suspected red diesel tanks proved positive, so we passed the info to the financial analysis, who are now following the money trail.
What's the story in the foreign imported cars?
Consignments were observed at the North Wallet deliveries from both the UK 20 units and Japan 32 units. Their paperwork seemed to be in order, but were suspicious on 2 counts.
We suspect that some of the UK units may be write-offs that have been repaired illegally. They'll need further investigation with the British authorities. And the Japanese consignment look underpriced on the invoices, hence we believe that this could be a VAT VRT avoidance scam. We're following up with enquiries through Interpol.
Well done so far. But keep me informed, yeah? Why, Mr. B will be feeling the heat before too long. Now, remember, everybody, it's the money trail. The money trail every time. Right, that's all for now. Here, keep me informed if you need any forensic work prioritised. Right. Well, Rob, so far so good. So how's your investigation into Club Enigma coming along?
I'm getting there.
Getting where exactly?
Well, I introduced myself to the Club Enigma open mic night as planned, and yeah, they seemed impressed.
Good. What have you found out so far?
Nothing concrete yet. Susan Treacy seems to run the group, along with a man called Nigel, who is a sort of artistic advisor to the group, I guess. Susan's the one with the real talent. They're semi-professional at the moment, and the rest of the group work part-time for Mr. B at Club Enigma.
Any idea how Mr. B's operation works?
I get the impression he likes to make his presence felt. He oversees any action at Club Enigma and in the casino, in particular.
And Susan Treacy?
Susan is no pushover.
Yeah, but does she suspect anything?
No. No, we're getting along well so far.
Not too well, I hope, Rob.
Of course not, Jack. I had a meeting with her earlier offering to promote Susan on the dots, using my expertise in the entertainment business. I hope to meet with the entire group on Monday.
Be careful, son. Don't fuck it up.
No chance, Jack. That's Susan now. Meeting on Monday agreed. See you before the open mic gig. Susan. We're in, Jack.
Well done, Bublé. Here, and remember, keep me informed.
Message received. Count me in. Rob. P.S. Will defy the wild horses.
Oh, he's only gorgeous.
He is not gorgeous.
What?
He's only massive.
I wonder what he has planned for us.
Susan said he wants us to go professional.
Are you interested in Rob?
Well, I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
I would.
What?
To get the breakfast.
Anyway, I bet Rob doesn't get kicked out of nightclubs. Not like our two idiots. I'm sick of those two clowns.
Oh, me too, Brittany.
From now on, we just ignore them, right?
Absolutely.
When you want the boys to notice you, ignore them, ignore them. When they whistle at your new hairdo, ignore them, ignore them. Don't let them see that you wanna make out. Don't let them think that their image is shout. Play hard to get, leave emotion behind. Never let them know what's going on in your mind. Let them all think you found somebody new. Then you'll see a change in their attitude. A little more respect instead of being so rude. And they'll come running after you. When they call you on your mobile phone, ignore them, ignore them. Telling you they're sad and all alone, ignore them, ignore them. Boys always want what they never can get. It's time to show that you're the best thing yet. Play hard to get, leave emotion behind. Never let them know what's going on in your mind. Let them all think you found somebody new. Then you'll see a change in their attitude. A little more respect instead of being so rude. And they'll come running after you. But what if they don't respond? What if they don't react? Simon is slow and Deco won't know what to do in a game of tact. Maybe this plan won't work. Or should we just let it go? Or maybe we leave things as they are. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You're the one who's calling all the shots. Ignore them, ignore them. When they tell you that they love you lots, ignore them, ignore them. With a wink and a smile you're on. Shake your booty and then quickly move on, move on. Play hard to get, leave emotion behind. Never let them know what's going on in your mind. Let them all think you found somebody new. Then you'll see a change in their attitude. A little more respect instead of being so rude. And they'll come running after you. And they'll come running after you. And they'll come running after you.
Hi, Brittany. How is it going?
Looking forward to the meeting.
Definitely.
They deaf or something?
They're pretending to be distracted.
No, we are distracted.
Why would they do that, Simon?
Because they're women, Deco.
They're weird, if you ask me.
Well, it's their loss.
Oh, girls, Rob is here.
We know.
What Deco's actually trying to say is that Rob is here for the meeting.
Rob, good to see you again.
Good evening, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You can keep us anytime you like.
So, I suppose Susan has discussed my offer with you.
I outlined briefly your plans to promote us, Rob.
And I have to say, I'm very impressed with your business acumen in the entertainment industry.
We're all really impressed.
Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. The group and I are interested, so what exactly is your plan for us?
Well, I've laid out the initial plan in the form of bullet points. First, we need to review the group's current repertoire.
And what?
A list of songs the group can perform.
I knew that.
I'll have that for you tomorrow.
If you could give me a breakdown of your original songs and your covers.
Judy Garland once said to me that originality is the key to your success.
That's exactly the point I made to Susan. Next, you need an image consultant and stylist who will develop a look that will be unique to Susan and the Dots.
Shirley Bassey always said that the image you project in performance is as important as the quality of the music you are making.
Wise words, Nigel, which leads to the photo shoot for the promotional media images.
Guys, it's getting interesting. I can see us in Armani suits, deck out cool.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
DKNY.
Hollister.
A Prada bag.
We could be on Exposé!
Oh, guys, slow down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we need to book studio time to record some of Susan's original tracks.
Could we upload them onto YouTube and spot this boy?
Deco, Rob's already thought of that.
Guys, I'm getting a sweet vibe from this plan.
So we then upload 1 or 2 original songs onto YouTube.
And I like it on my Facebook page.
And I like it and share it.
I'm only on Twitter.
Suits you.
Rob also suggests we get a website designed.
I don't understand a word about this new technology, but Susan tells me that's where the action is these days.
And lastly, I've spoken to a few agents in London, and I've alerted them to the quality of Susan and the Dots.
Rob, you're kidding me. When did this happen?
As of 10 o'clock this morning, they asked me to forward on 2 tracks, and if they like what they hear, there is an outside chance of a performance on Jules Holland.
Have we thought about entering the X Factor?
Reality shows are hit and miss, Deco. How would you like to be outvoted by a performing poodle or 2?
I agree with Rob. Look what an appearance on Jules Holland did for Imelda May.
I second that. Later with Jules Holland caters for a niche market.
I've never been to a niche market.
I passed by one in Temple Bar last week.
Guys, look, imagine being on the telly box, right, with Florence and the Machine, Gregory Porter, Jeff Beck, or Adele.
I'm impressed with your taste in music, Simon.
So am I.
Okay, so I've booked the studio for Wednesday, 8 till 11 p.m. If that suits everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fine, Rob.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.
Nigel,
Yes?
when you finishes our meeting, Mr. Burke would like a word, yeah?
No problem, Mac. I'll be there in a minute. You'll have to excuse me. Duty calls. I have to say, it's wonderful working with a professional again.
My pleasure, Nigel, I assure you. You'll have to take something for that coffee of yours.
All in good time. All in good time.
Slow down, Mr. Rob Gordon. What's with the London agent out of the blue?
I thought you'd be pleased with my surprise.
I was, but your quantum leaps for a musical career leave me with difficult choices.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I meant to text you before the meeting. Maybe we could discuss it over dinner?
Are you asking me out again?
Would that be overstepping the mark?
If it was, would that stop you?
No.
You're so sure of yourself, aren't you?
Actually, I'm quaking in my boots.
I doubt that.
So, Chinese or Italian?
I like pasta.
Me too. Tomorrow night? La Casa Tua, perhaps?
If I'm not working. I'll text you later.
It's a date.
I said I'll text you later.
Do you always have to have the last word?
Yes.
Little Bob has reached the stage where he feels he must engage with the enemy in more than just a trite platonic way. His battle for supremacy is losing ground. The tugging at his heartstrings makes a deafening sound.
Rob has stepped out of the blue, hitting me with deja vu. For I've played and lost this game before. My wounds have not yet healed. Treading cautiously may be the thing to do, but my heart shouts out, is he the one for you? Confusion Is romance a foregone conclusion? I've been down this road and lost my way. Should I continue taking the chance I may be upset, or place my odds on a man I've just met?
Though he has a job to do, can he really see it through? When the obstacle in front of him excites him to the core. Now he's lost the appetite to hunt and kill. His pursuit of prey in a different way offers such a thrill. Confusion were all his thoughts an illusion? His romance a foregone conclusion? Never before has he felt this way. Should he continue reeling his victim into his net, or come clean with the task he's been set?
Mr. Burke, you wish to see me. Were you happy with the weekend cabaret?
Excellent, Nigel. Keep up the good work.
And the charity open mic night?
Better than expected. And the casino, it benefits from the walk-ups.
Oh, glad to hear it. So, you wanted to see me?
Yeah. It's about this new guy I see hanging around with Susan and the Dots last couple of weeks. Who is he, Nigel?
His name is Rob Gordon. He's a singer and he...
Sorry, Nigel. Yeah. I meant to be giving them up.
He came into one of our open mic nights.
Well, he seemed to be holding court inside there earlier. There was an air of excitement at the meeting.
Oh, there is indeed. It turns out not only is he an interesting singer, but he also has a pedigree in the entertainment business. And he's offered to invest and promote Susan and the Dots.
Now, why would he do that? I thought that was your job.
Oh, Mr. Burke, I've over 40 years' experience in musical theatre, but music promotion is way out of my league.
So this Rob
Gordon, here's his card.
Rob Gordon. Has this guy got the necessary qualifications to enhance the careers of Susan and the Dots?
Well, Susan goggled him on her computer.
I think you mean Googled, Nigel.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. B. Yes, and...
And?
Well, it turns out he has a website which shows that he's acted as an entertainment consultant with MCD and Aiken Promotions.
How does Susan stand with our Mr. Gordon?
Well, you know Susan. She doesn't warm to people easily, but she does seem rather fond of Rob.
You think he's interested in her romantically?
That's a possibility, but at the moment I think it's more as a singer-songwriter. Mr. Burke, I don't think you realize the potential of Susan's musical talent.
Well, if she auditions half as well as she looks after my accounts, she'll do very well.
That seems to be part of the plans.
Plans, Nigel? What sort of plans?
Oh, well, Mr. Burke, I was almost exhausted listening to him. He was going on about recording tracks for YouTube and social media, whatever that is. And also he mentioned there's a possibility of an appearance with Jules Holland on the BBC.
This guy seems to be well connected. Well, thanks, Nigel. I'm delighted for Susan and the Dots.
Oh, so am I. Talent on its own is not good enough. They will need a break, and I really hope this is it for Susan and the Dots.
Nigel.
Yes, Mr. Burke?
Keep me informed of their progress, okay?
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Burke.
Max. Yeah, it's me. It's just like I suspected. We could have a problem. No, maybe not immediate, but somewhere down the road. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll talk later. But in the meantime, keep an eye on this Rob Gordon character for me. Rob Gordon is one of the top consultants in the entertainment field. Fuck this for a lark, it's worse than I thought. Susan, are you a sight for sore eyes?
As requested, Mr. Burke, the Club Enigma account, casino account, Burke car imports, service stations, and last but no means least, the charity account.
What would I do without you, Susan? Is there anything in these reports I need to worry about?
Overall profits are up 5% to 12%, except the casino.
Is a problem?
Yeah, for your customers. Profits are up 47% this month, which was already 37% up on the month before that. I don't know how these gamblers can afford their losses.
Susan, I'm not surprised. You see, as the economy has improved over the last couple of years, our clients just happen to be in, well, businesses that benefited the most from it.
Never thought of that.
What about the charity account?
Oh, up another 11%, so the Hospice Foundation will be pleased.
I always say it pays to put something back into the community. Listen, Susan, top it up with another 500 from the Enigma account, will you? I was talking to Nigel there. He says big things are in the pipeline for Susan and the Dots.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's early days yet, but the vibes are good so far.
He said something about a well-connected promoter working for you.
Oh, that's true, but you need a lot of luck to get anywhere as a singer-songwriter.
Well, if our customers are any judge, you'll do very well, Susan.
Thanks very much, Mr. Burke. You're very kind.
In my experience in business, the cream generally rises to the top.
Sorry. Have to take this.
It's okay, Susan.
Hi, Rob. Can I call you back? I'm in work. Say that again. That's amazing. When? Next Tuesday. Oh, I'll come back to you later. I said later. All right. La Casa 2 at 8 o'clock.
You seem pleased, Susan.
Oh, I am, Mr. Burke. But there's a problem.
What's the problem?
That was our new promoter, Rob Gordon. He's had a phone call from the BBC and they want me to audition for the Jules Holland show.
That's great. When?
That's the problem. It's next Tuesday.
Tuesday? Hang on, Susan. Tuesday. Oh, that's no problem. I'm delighted for you. Listen, take Monday off as well. Book yourself into the Savoy on the Strand for a couple of days. Charge everything up to me.
Oh, Mr. Burke, you're a star.
Think nothing of it, Susan. You're welcome.
Oh, thanks again. Wait till I tell Nigel and the Dots.
Max. Yes, Freddie with you? Good. I need both of you in my office. ASAP. Now, what am I going to do about you, Mr. Gordon?
Sorry for the delay, boss. Yeah. Deco and Simon needed a hand. We were unloading the latest consignment of cigarettes.
Yeah, okay, sit down, sit down. We've got a major problem. Looks like we might be losing Susan to the world of showbiz.
How did that come about?
You know that guy, Rob Gordon, who's been hanging around lately?
Yeah, good-looking fella. Not a bad singer either.
Yeah, he seems to have taken a shine to Susan and the Dots. Said they've got great potential.
So what's the problem?
Susan's off to London to audition for the BBC, courtesy of this Mr. Gordon.
That's fantastic news, boss.
No, it's not fantastic, Max. I can't afford to lose Susan. Susan's too important to my businesses. You see, Susan fronts the #1 accounts across the entire range of activities, if you know what I'm saying.
So why don't you just replace our boss? Yeah, bookkeepers are 10 a penny.
Not like Susan Treacy.
I don't get it, boss.
Oh, look. Cast your mind back over the last couple of years, right? Forensically, the revenue commissioners have been down sniffing around our organisation.
Yeah, but they found fuck all, boss.
Yeah. That's because Susan, in her innocence, have kept the #1 accounts squeaky clean, and I intend to keep it that way.
So how do you plan to prevent Susan from leaving?
I don't plan to prevent her from leaving. I want Mr. Gordon to stop her.
Why would you do that, boss?
Because you guys are going to persuade the fucker to cancel the London audition.
Right up our street, boss.
Good. Now, this Rob guy's due to meet Susan tonight at 8 p.m. in La Casa 2 restaurant. He's not going to make it.
Yeah, but you just said he's going to meet her at 8
He's
o'clock
not
tonight.
going to make it.
I don't understand,
He's
boss.
not going to fucking make it!
Understood, boss. Understood. Leave it to us.
Right. This is Susan's mobile. Make sure you get him to ring, cancelling the London audition and his involvement with Susan and the Dots completely.
But what if he refuses to do it, boss?
Then lean on the fucker till he understands the consequences.
Well, that won't be a problem, boss.
Good. Good. Let's just keep it that way.
Rob here, Nigel. How's it going?
Rob, I just wanted to ring and thank you for taking Susan and the Dots under your wing.
Don't mention it. They're a very talented group, and I think that with Susan's original material, they could be very successful.
Oh, I'm so nervous for them. It reminds me of the time I was cast opposite Ian McKellen in the dresser. I couldn't eat in anticipation of working with the great man.
I'm actually on my way to meet her now for a strategy get-together over dinner.
Sounds more like a strategic date to me.
Nigel, you're jumping to the wrong conclusion there. My interest in Susan is strictly a business relationship.
Well, I should warn you, Susan's been hurt before, and I wouldn't like to see that happen again.
Okay, thanks for the warning, Nigel.
Okay, Rob.
Bear it in mind. Delayed. See you in 5.
Get him! Grab him! Come on! Come on! Get off! Yeah, here we go.
What's this all about? If it's money you want, my wallet's in my pocket.
Shut your fucking mouth and listen. And listen good.
We don't care about your bleeding money.
We want you to stay out of Susan Treacy's life, or else.
Or else what?
How would you like a premature visit to a crematorium, huh?
Rumour has it, you're a bit of a musician.
What's that to you?
Listen, pal, we're known as Glockenspiel. I do the spiel.
And I do the Glock.
Get it? I say get it!
What's fucking wrong with you? That always gets a laugh.
So what is it you want?
We want you to stay out of Susan Treacy's life.
I'm meant to be meeting her now over dinner.
Yeah, well that dinner is never going to happen, is it?
But you will talk to Susan.
You, Mr. Gordon, are going to make that call to Susan.
And then what?
You're going to tell her you received the call this evening, cancelling the London audition.
For what reason?
Make up whatever you want. You're supposed to be an experienced showbiz fucking consultant. So be imaginative about your going away story, or
what?
Or my friend Max here will have to put you away. Boom, permanently.
Make the fucking call. And remember, you're on speaker.
Hi, Rob. I got your text. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Susan, I got some bad news for you and the Dots. I've been held up in town. I don't know how to tell you this.
I'm listening.
I've been forced to pull out of our agreement.
For God's sake, why, Rob?
It's complicated. I received a conference call this evening from the BBC cancelling your audition.
Did they give you any reason why?
Not really. I mean, they intimidated... They intimated that having reviewed your demos, they decided that your music wouldn't suit their younger demographic audience, and consequently were no longer interested in Susan Treacy.
And what about you, Rob? Are you no longer interested in Susan Treacy?
Truth be known, Susan, I've been stringing you along for the past couple of weeks.
Was any part of your grand promotional plan true?
No, none of it was genuine. I'm sorry, Susan.
How could you do this to us? We accepted your friendships and the things you'd help us achieve. Entertainment consultant, that is what you had us believe. You'd invest in our future because you saw such great potential. A stylist and a look, and a website to design. But now you're pulling the rug from under us without reason or rhyme. You're out of line. It's all first moment, I knew something wasn't quite right. Held my tongue at the outset, now I don't feel quite so polite. Mr. Wonderful Savior, you were just too good to be true. Thought that you were smart with that silly grin. I'm restraining myself from giving you what you really deserve, right on the chin.
That's how it goes. It didn't work out. It's business, so don't be upset. It's better to move on than to find out down the line when failure leads to heartache and regret.
Watch your mouth and keep it real. Don't disguise just how you feel.
I'm trying to do just what you say.
Still I'm in deep shock, trying to figure out how somebody I thought I liked could be cold and callous and false. What's that about?
Look at the facts. It never was on. Club acts like yours are bland. It suddenly was clear your musical career could never reach the goals that I had planned.
Sticks and stones, they may break my bones, but you have hurt me much more. Any feelings we had between us now you choose to ignore. How blind was I to think that there were good intentions in your mind? What a fool I've been. Now it's all so clear. Keep your charm and your fake concern, because they're not something I need.
Don't be melodramatic, there is nothing left to be said.
God, it kills me to think that you were trying to get me in bed.
That's another your gotcha. Finish up or we'll finish you off.